Hey guys, what's up? This is your boy KHS here, and today we are going to be predicting the UCL draws, the Champions League draws. As you might have already seen, these are the draws that were just drawn, quarterfinals. So, the quarterfinals are going to be something like this. So, Manchester City are facing Borussia Dortmund, Porto are facing Chelsea, Bayern are facing Paris Saint-Germain, and Real Madrid are facing Liverpool. Some of those are very interesting and they are like evenly matched. For example, the Manchester City versus Dortmund are like I think they are pretty evenly matched. Manchester City are like far ahead right now, but on paper Dortmund has a lot of firepower as well. Then there's Porto versus Chelsea. I would say that Chelsea are edging more towards the semi-final. I personally think Chelsea would get through easily since they have already beaten Atletico Madrid. So I don't think Porto is going to be too much of a challenge, but we'll talk about that in the coming section. After that, there's Bayern versus Paris Saint-Germain. I think that's pretty evenly matched, and we'll talk about that more later in the video. And then there's Real Madrid versus Liverpool, which is also pretty evenly matched, and we are going to talk about it again in the video, right? So let's start this video. So talking about the first fixture, that's Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. So on paper, if we see on paper and on current form, Manchester City are just like so far ahead right now that it's not even a competition. Of course, there's Haaland, there's Jadon Sancho, but on the other side of Manchester, there's so much firepower, and then there's Ruben Diaz, there's John Stone in fiery form right now, and there's Emerick Laporte. So I would personally think that Manchester City would breeze along and beat Borussia Dortmund. But let's take into account the history of Manchester City in recent times and the Pep Guardiola overthinking and bottling scene. So I would say that this is pretty evenly matched, especially because then there's the Erling Haaland factor that just puts everything aside because. In current world football right now, I don't think there are many better prospects or frightening prospects than Erling Haaland. He could individually score 2 to 3 goals in the entire two-legged tie, and I think they would go along. So my personal prediction would be I think Borussia Dortmund would take this one, especially because Man City are like they would always bottle the major matches in the Champions League. Last season they lost to Lyon, and so on and so on and so forth. So I don't think Man City are going forward, but if they do, I would say they would go along till the final. That's another story, but I would personally think that Borussia Dortmund would take this one. But if I had to rate the chances, I would say like 50-50, maybe even 60-40 in favor of Man City. But just because of the history and the context, I would say Dortmund take this one. Then we come to the second fixture, that's Porto versus Chelsea. Uh, let's just get this one straight. I think Chelsea are taking this one home. Chelsea are a great side, and Thomas Tuchel have been like getting them to play excellent football so far. Their defense seems rejuvenated, and then the attack is also pretty good. Timo Werner is starting to fire. He's giving assists. He's creating a lot. He's running a lot, and that is fantastic. Then there's so much firepower in their attack. So they're slowly and eventually firing. So I would say Chelsea takes this one, and like it's like 70-30 in favor of Chelsea. I think Chelsea would easily go towards the semi-final, and they have the easiest tie in the entire quarter-final. Then we come to the Bayern versus PSG. So on paper, this is also very evenly matched, and on paper and on current form, especially Champions League form, I would say that both of these teams are amazing. There's Mbappe, Neymar on one side, and then there's Robert Lewandowski on the other side. I mean, it's going to be a great contest, especially because it's a two-legged tie. So it would all really depend on who takes the advantage in the first leg. So yeah, but I would say Bayern goes ahead because Bayern Munich this is the last season's final, of course, Champions League's final. So I would say Bayern takes this one, and yeah, on current form, and every the football Hansi Flick's side plays, I would say yeah, Bayern Munich takes this one, and I think only Man City can match Bayern Munich right now in world football. They are that good. Even though their defense is like pretty okay, but their attack is pretty astonishing right now. They run circles around certain teams, Barcelona. So yeah. Anyways, let's come to the last one. Yeah, that's Real Madrid versus Liverpool. So I personally think Real takes this one. This is a repeat of the Champions League of final of 2018. Of course, when Ramos versus Salah happened and the entire Liverpool fan base cursed Sergio Ramos. So yeah, but I would personally think that Real takes this one. Liverpool haven't been met with so much competition in recent times in the Champions League. They have only beaten one major side in RB Leipzig, and even though even them they were not that major. So I would personally think that Real Madrid, even though they are they are not fantastic right now, not this season, but I would say yeah, they would beat this Liverpool side because this Liverpool side is like so bad. It's actually pretty astonishing how irrelevant they have become, even though they won the season like fantastically and record-breakingly. Ever since they faced the first defeat last season after winning the title, they have been a shadow of their former self of the last year, the side that won the Champions League in 2019, and so on and so forth and so forth. So yeah, I would say that Real Madrid takes this one. Their side is pretty good, pretty balanced right now. Their attack only consists of entirely of Benzema, but I would still say that they would beat this Liverpool side. Because mainly because of the injuries and the way how Liverpool have went down this season. They are sixth in the league currently as I'm making this video. So yeah, that is really messed up. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel, and we can keep start talking more and more about certain things. Next video will be about ranking Barcelona's current squad so far. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.